Inside the NBA is presented by Kia. What are you doing? Who are you talking to?
Colt Knost is calling me in the middle of the show. You know, short, little fat. He's great on television, but he's about this tall.
He knows his golf.
And this wide.
Yes. Definitely.
Does
he realize you have a show to do?
Yeah, Colt, don't call me, y'all. Especially from
How
Vegas.
about not picking it up?
I thought we were still in commercial.
How about that?
And we are not in commercial. We are inside the NBA, presented by Kia. Ernie Johnson, Charles Barkley, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Bucks and Nets. Highlights right now. Game 1, Eastern Conference semifinals. Giannis, after the 4-0 sweep in the first round.
Get him some of that green grease, my grandma.
You got KD, you got Kyrie, you got James Harden. But you only had James Harden for 43 seconds because that right hammy was barking at him.
Man.
And he left. In fact, left the building for an MRI, so we are unsure of his status.
Oh, give me that.
Oh, give me that.
As the series goes on. But P.J. Tucker got the start for Milwaukee.
I was very disappointed in the Milwaukee Bucks tonight. They did not play with energy and passion tonight.
No, you don't think so?
No, they did not. Blake
Straight out
Griffin,
the grave?
man,
That's not
Blake
fair.
Griffin was dropping all over the floor and everything.
That's
that was
unfair
the
to say,
difference.
Chuck.
No, they did not. They said it at halftime. They didn't play with any energy or passion.
First of all, they had a week off. They were a little rusty.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with playing hard, Shaq.
Yeah, but you can't say they don't play hard.
Yo, they weren't.
Tight at
Blake
the
Griffin was out working them dudes tonight. Please stop it. You just watched it. Oh, you
Kyrie.
players too?
Yeah, they played hard.
No, they did not play hard.
Kyrie had 25.
I mean,
That's offensive foul there.
I don't know. I think P.J. tried to sell that a little bit.
Well, I bought it.
Yes, you did. Irving there. And then, how about the contribution of Blake Griffin tonight, Kenny?
yeah, I mean, his ability to offensive rebound, shoot the three, really.
But also
Right,
just
the floor.
diving all over the floor. He got 2 jump balls that were huge.
That's true, Kenny.
Yeah, 63-61, Brooklyn at the half.
Oh,
And they would not give up the lead. Out of the corner. Another 3-ball, and then watch Janet.
oh, I like what you did there, Ernie.
I love it.
Oh, watch it.
KD for 3. 98, 84, going to the 4th. Go ahead, Blake. 18 points, 14 rebounds, 4 out of 9 from deep.
Watch his court vision, Kenny. Ooh.
And that rocked the house as Brooklyn put this thing away. Joe Harris out of the corner for 3. And the Brooklyn Nets take game 1 in this 2-3 matchup in the Eastern Conference semifinals. 115-107. That final score not indicative of the closeness of this game because Brooklyn put the hammer down and Milwaukee with a little bit of a late run, but never threatening them. 115-107. Man, that 3-point line for Milwaukee, 6 for 30. In game 1 against Miami, series they swept, 5 for 31 in game 1, but 6 for 30 in this one. They were plus 27, or rather plus 24 in the paint, but minus 27 from 3-point land. Let's hear from Steve Nash.
You know, that's what it's happened to us all year, right? Where something's happened, some sort of adversity, someone goes down and the next man's up. And Mike, you know, who would have thought before the game he's going to play 30 minutes and, you know, scored the ball, rebounded, made a few plays and hustled and just great to see guys who haven't been in the rotation get an opportunity to step up and play well.
And then just defensively, you held them at 20% three-point shooting. You forced a lot of turnovers and capitalized on. Just what did you like about the defense tonight?
Yeah, overall it was pretty good. You know, we did a lot of things well. You know, some of it is making or missing, but you know, I thought our defense was good. We didn't give them too many, you know, wide open looks. You know, we weren't perfect, but we scrapped, we clawed, we fought on the boards, especially after the first quarter or part of the first quarter. we cleaned some things up as the game went on, and I was really impressed with the fight and our ability to hang in there. We had some different lineups that have very rarely played together, and we were able to hang in there.
Steve Nash talking about Mike James in the course of that answer. In the Boston series, 9 minutes he played, scored 4 points. Tonight he scores 12, 5 out of 11, also 2 out of 4. So James Griffin and Joe Harris, the others with significant contributions. But Mike James has played in Croatia, Israel, Italy, Greece, Spain, Russia, briefly with the Suns and New Orleans, and now Brooklyn. And you talk about being ready. You talk about when you haven't gotten much run at all in the postseason, and then this happens to Harden early, and Steve Nash goes to him for extended minutes in this game, man. He was ready.
Yeah, he was ready. And if you follow his career, even overseas, he's dominated at that position. He has a lot of, not in the NBA, but when he's overseas, he plays a lot like Kyrie. He handles the ball, and he's real tricky with it. He's always on. You can always see him on social media from overseas, the moves that he's making. But I think overall, for a guard, it's a little bit easier because it doesn't matter if you're overseas. Doesn't matter really if you're in the NBA. A lot of times, the size is the same. You're playing against the same size. We used to, when we were playing with the Rockets, Hakeem used to always say, as a point guard, you never have a night off. Bigs, we have a night off. I got to wear Shaq, David Robinson, and he went down and listed about 4. He said, but on a bad team, there's good guards. So I think, that preparation. But way to be ready. This is the playoffs. Different animal, different intensity, and different structure.
Why did Brooklyn win game 1?
Well, they came out with more energy. Milwaukee, like you say, you're not going to beat many teams shooting 6 for 30. They did what they were supposed to do. I'm going to need a little more from Chris Middleton. I disagree with Chuck when he said they don't play hard. Brooklyn did play with more energy, but that don't mean that the Bucks didn't play hard. They played okay. However, you live by the jump shot, you die by the jump shot. They were beating them up in the paint. So me, I play with guys, when you shoot a couple jumpers and they don't go down, you go back to what you know. Hats off to Brooklyn. They played great, but, Milwaukee, they're going to have to make some adjustments. And if the shot's not falling, you just can't keep shooting. Like I say, you're not going to beat a lot of teams 6 for 30. But, tough game for Milwaukee. And then I know this is an excuse, but it's happened to me before. I'm sure it's happened to Kenny and Chuck. For some reason, like when you have 4 or 5 days off when you come back and play a game, most of the time you're rusty. I don't know why the reason is, but, that happens a lot.
How much of a factor was that, Chuck?
Well, listen, I just thought the energy and effort was not there from the Bucks. You named them guys. The player of the game was Blake Griffin. His energy, the 2 times he dived on the floor and he's wrestling with guys on the floor for the jump ball, that to me was the difference in the game. He came out, then you got the guy Kenny just talked about. Those guys just play with energy and effort, and the Bucks did not meet that. I thought they were. You can always make excuses about they hadn't played in a while, but I thought Blake Griffin was the player of the game. His energy was the difference, in my opinion. The other guys did chip in, but Blake, 18, 14, diving for loose balls, got in a couple of scrapes out there. I thought that stuff like that, I thought it really was the difference in the game. I mean, he got into at least 2 or 3 altercations out there.
Season high 14 rebounds for Blake Griffin. His high as a net was 20 points, still is, but he had 18 tonight.
And Kaza Sose played well today.
Yeah, 7 out of 13 and 4 out of 9 from deep. Chuck second guessing his Nets Bucks pick?
No, brother, it's best of 7, not best of 1.
No. No, that's a bit of an exaggeration.
Hey, listen, Nate.
He hits one every now and then.
No, he doesn't, Ernie.
Yes,
I'm sticking up for him, Ernie.
No, he hit them. Remember, he hit the Miami.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Ernie, wait, we got to read this one.
Betting against Charles Barkley's guarantees has
great
been
for
great.
Yes.
It's best of 7, Ryan,
Yes,
not
it
best
is.
of 1.
And game 2 is Monday, right here on TNT.